Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday, and here I am heading to work. The week is starting. My work week is kicking in for me, rather. And yeah, I left the house about 45 minutes ago, and there was a lot of dark clouds that I was coming up the road. It was dry, but I was like, man, I hope I dodge this storm. And I did for the most part, but now we're into some pretty heavy rain, so we're trying to get to the workplace. I'll see if I can show you what my perspective is here. I don't know how good it's going to come across, but we'll try. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And man, I can see the sunshine up ahead, so hopefully I get out of this pretty soon. And because behind me, coming from the other way, is really, really, really dark. So hopefully it'll be okay. We'll let this gentleman get off here. He's going really slow right there. Oh man. Hopefully it should stop any time. Here we go. We're getting out of it now, I can tell. It's starting to lighten up already. That's great. There we go. Yeah, please just rain, go away, because I got to get down here and get hooked up to my trailer here in a little bit. Dennis Bryan, hello, man. How are you? How are you, sir? I hope you're doing well, man. And man, it's funny how when that rain hits the windshield, it makes the camera want to zoom in on the rain on the windshield. That's crazy how that works. Huh. That's funny. There it goes. It's trying to clear up now. So we might be okay after all. We gotta keep going east. Once I get loaded, hooked up to my load, I gotta continue this direction, which is eastbound on 26. And we'll head on down to the coast. My wife was telling me that where her daughter lives down there at the coast around Charleston, they've been getting hammered with a lot of heavy rain, man, for 2 or 3 days now. So hopefully they get some relief. Dennis Bryan, loved your stream last night. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I appreciate you being there, my friend. It means a lot. I appreciate everybody being there. Thank you so very much. Yeah, you can see the road, man. The interstate is dry. You don't really see no rain or nothing on the interstate right in here. Oh, that's good then. Maybe I have enough time to get hooked up to my trailer and I can get out of here for. I hope it's not moving this way. I don't know, it might. It's pretty dry out through here. Who knows? Let's see if we can turn this camera back around. Oops, it didn't work, did it? Let's see. There we go. Multitasking. It's not my strong suit, man. But I do know, I've noticed that I've seen some new signs put up along the edge of the interstate on your own ramps and exit ramps. I've noticed that they've had, the state has put up some signs that said, no handheld devices allowed by the driver of the vehicle, right? So that law goes into effect September 1st, which is just right around the corner. So that's why I'm glad I have a windshield mount for my smartphone, because you can't have the phone in your hand while driving. And I've been guilty of that in the past. Before they created this law, I had my phone in my hand while I was filming while I was driving, and that's not, that's against the law now here in South Carolina. So, but we're getting close to our exit here. Thank you everybody for jumping in. We're just trying to give a few minutes here for people so they can jump in. Dennis Bryan, thank you very much. Mr. Don Morton, safe travels, Joe. Best show ever last night. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much, man. That is, y'all are way too kind. I really appreciate that, but we're doing what we can, man, to provide entertainment on this channel and keep the audience happy. And Ralph and I are going to continue to do some guitar shop reviews and all that good stuff. I'm sorry for the holder in the frame there. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just yes. I was going to say something about that, Mr. Morton, but I didn't know if that would, I didn't want it to upset you, so I didn't say, but you said it. So I guess it's okay. Happy Saturday from Morton Salt. The CEO of Morton Salt, Mr. Don Morton, is here, man. That's awesome, man. Oh, look how dark it is over that way. Man, I might not be able to escape it after all. Oh, man. I don't know, man. We got to get... There's a bad pothole right here. There he is. Ooh, we missed it. Okay, good. Good. It feels like fall weather up there in Detroit, Dennis Bryan says. That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. That's what we're waiting on here, man. Waiting for fall. Oh, I am. Golly, it's dark over here. We're getting ready to get the green light. Let me show you this sky. When we get turned over this way here. Look how dark it is to the left. Here it comes. Oh, man. Oh. Man, shoot, fire. I don't know. Man. Anyway. So, yes, but there's a couple things I wanted to touch on this live stream here. About what's next for content, what's coming up, just to give people a preview. First of all, if you're new to this channel and you have recently subscribed, first of all, thank you so very much for subscribing to the channel. That means the world. Thank you so much. What I'm doing now has been termed, not by me, it was by a viewer years ago, called a live drive. And I used to do these a lot years ago, and then I just stopped doing them because I wasn't sure if it was going over well with the little small audience that I had back then. So that's one thing I was wanting to put out there. If do y'all enjoy these live drives when I'm heading to work? Is that something you would like to see? Is it something that you wouldn't like to see? I don't know. Y'all tell me. You're the audience. You know, that's why I'm asking. I'm at this stop sign, right? And that's why I'm not moving right now. I'm waiting for the coast to be clear. And all right, here we go. And as far as content, I do have a guitar on the way that I'm going to be doing a review on, and possibly some upgrades as well. That should arrive in the next three to 4 days, I believe. All right, we're going in this way right here to work. So if you don't mind, I have to toss something in the trash right here really quick because it looks like it's going to throw down, and I need to toss this in this can real quick. If y'all can give me just a second, just give me like 10 seconds here I gotta toss this. You'll see me grab it out of the bag. It's just a bag of trash. It's Sunday, and that's the one good thing about starting your week on a Sunday. There's nobody here, you know, except for a few guys like me that work this schedule. So hang on just 1 second, okay? Be right back. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Had to be done, man. That is a Sunday ritual. Ain't that something? I mean, I take the trash off to the dump on Saturdays, and then when I come to work, I have at least one bag that, you know, it's just how things go if you keep a clean house, you know. Got to keep the trash moving out, right? Let me see if I can find my truck. There's no telling who drove it. There is no telling who drove it over the weekend. If it's even, I highly doubt it's parked in the same spot. I don't even remember where I parked it when I got off work Thursday. There it is right there. I see it right there. That's good. So what I'll do is there's a spot right here. I'll just park right here. And we'll sit here and chat for a minute if you want to. Oh, Lordy. It is warm outside, man. It's humid. It's supposed to start getting nice starting, I think, tonight. Man, is that a glass bottle beside my truck? Let me see. Hang on. Looks like a liquor bottle laying on the ground. Okay, it was a plastic water bottle, but it looked like a big old glass liquor bottle from the ABC store or something. And I was trying to get back in this spot, and I was like, well, I don't want to back over that and, you know, mess up my tires. So we're good. We're good. Okay. All right. So we're here, man. So, content coming up. Like I said, I got a guitar coming from Firefly. I'm going to try to do a review on that. That'll be a pre-recorded video, and I need to check things out on it. It's making its way around social media pretty good, and the looks of it seems excellent. The quality, I have no idea. You know, I have no clue. Also, like I said, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. Again, thank you to everybody that was in the live stream last night. If you haven't watched that, or if you're new here and you're like, what's he talking about? My name's Joe. This is the Joe Wentz Project TV, and I try to go live on Saturday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And that, to me, I think that's the perfect opportunity to connect with the audience, you know, the subscribers, you know, and just chat. And that show is dedicated to the chat. So if you want to come over to a live stream that focuses on the chat, you've come to the right place. You know, so I do not ignore the chat. I do not take it for granted whatsoever. So let's see. Dennis Bryan comments, I like any content about guitars or you playing guitar. You can't do that while you're driving, or can you? No, no, we can't play. We can't. I know it looks backwards. YouTube. I don't know why they won't fix the mirror image issue. I have no idea. But anyway, Ian's Guitar Shack. Hey man, he says Firefly have some signature type guitars also. Yes. This guitar coming will be my very first Firefly. I talked about that last night, but I just kind of been skimming over that subject matter. I haven't talked about it a lot because I want to, you know, make sure it arrives safely. It's not damaged. Everything's good. You know, so I don't want to say too much about it. You know, hey, Cater, how are you, man? How are you doing? But I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, it's been wonderful on this channel. I've gotten a number of guitars within the past month and a half, and that's very uncommon. That's not a regular thing. It's just things have just I don't know how to explain it. Some things have just fallen into place on a positive note, which is very nice. I mean, it's wonderful. So I think that's good. Like I said, if you spread kindness, I think eventually, or hopefully, it'll come back around. You know, I was always taught what comes around goes around, you know, so treat people with kindness and don't be a jerk, you know. And like I've said, working here or other places, I've run into my share of jerks, you know. And so they have their own issues to deal with. If they're not dealing with them now, they will later. And at the end of the day, they're just miserable people. So we don't mess with them. Let's see. Don Morton, I agree with Dennis Bryan. Also, maybe some in-depth looks at amplifiers, pedals, rack gear, guitars, etc. It's all good. Okay. Pedal boards also. Okay, thank you. Yes, all gear is good. Okay, you're giving me some ideas. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. I can only showcase the gear I have, if that's fair, because I don't know about other. I mean, there's a bunch of gear channels out here that are highly successful, and they have the time to buy all this stuff and test it and do a review. I think for me, I think it's only fair if I do content with gear that I have. Is that fair with y'all? Because I've used it and I can tell you exactly what I think and how it works for me. And I think that's a pretty fair assessment, I would think. So yeah, I have a little bit of rack gear I could talk about. I can make content about that. I don't have a lot. I started buying some rack gear about, I don't know, was it about a year or so ago? And it was before I got the Rodecaster Pro 2. And I started buying these, some old rack gear, and because I never was able to have that years ago. And so I went on Reverb and started finding this rack gear, and it's just basic stuff. It's nothing very, very expensive. And I was like, I'll hook this up. And man, I had cables running everywhere with that rack gear. And I was like, good God. I was like, how did the people deal with this back in the day, man? I bet guitar techs back then had their hands full with all that rack gear, and I bet they were making big money. Not that they don't now, but so yeah, I can do content about that, or I can show it. You know, I won't be able to demo it because I don't have none of that stuff hooked up. It's not activated, and it's really a pain in the butt to deal with. Let's see here. Pedal boards also. Yeah, I love pedal boards. What's up, Mr. Orkin? How you doing, man? Dennis Bryan said, I liked your video on cheap amplifiers. Good, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I had somebody comment, which you're going to have this from time to time, saying that I think the guy, I'm assuming that he took the video the wrong way. You know, I wasn't showing off like this is how many amps I got. There's people out there that have a ton more stuff than I do. I was just going over what I have accumulated over the years, and I've kept it, and it just shows the progress from little small amps to what I'm using now. And how can I say, the person just was kind of like, well, just get this one type of amp and just start working on theory. Don't worry about getting all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, but what if that person can't afford that amp you're talking about? That's why they make different price levels of gear, you know? And not everybody's going to sit and work on music theory. I don't, which comes through in my playing, I know, but I don't do that. That's boring. I just want to learn how to play some songs. You're still learning theory that way. It's just you're going about it a different way. But, I mean, you know, you have that sometimes with comments. It's fine. You know, I just don't pay it no attention, really. Thank you, Dennis, for the comment. Ian's Guitar Shack, plus some companies reach out to them and try to sell their stuff. Yeah, The thing about having a channel, and when you start getting just the slightest bit of traction, and this channel is still really, really small, but I have had people reach out to me, recently, but it's all just, it's bullcrap stuff, man. You know, they're like, I had this one company reach out, and said that did I want to try their wireless system? And it's a company that I already have one of their wireless units I've had for years. And that is another video that's coming up. Ralph and I are going to make a video about that. I don't want to speak too much on it because we're getting that in the works. That's going to be a cool video. Anyway, this company reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to try this wireless unit? We can send it to you. First of all, I appreciate anybody reaching out, but you know, some of these places want you to do the review and all for free. And it's like, we can just keep the product. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to sound arrogant at all, but my time is very precious. So I don't do reviews for free. I don't do that. I got to get paid for my time. So I'll reach out to the people and I'll say, hey, yeah, I'll be glad to do it for this amount of money. And then you don't hear nothing from them, you know, and that's fine. But I'm not worried about doing a lot of reviews anyway, because that's not what this channel is about. Does that mean I won't ever do any? No. I mean, I might if it's something I really like. I mean, but the few companies that's reached out, it's just been really cheap stuff. You know, I'm like, man, I'm not messing with that. You know, it's just a waste of time. Plus the wireless stuff that I use, the wireless brand, it beats any other wireless system that I've used. Now, I know there's a lot higher tier wireless systems that cost a lot of money, and that's for the big names that are on stage and they're running around. But I use the Lekato. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Lekato. And I get them from Temu for like $50 a set. I like them so much. I have 3 different sets. You can't beat it. But that will come into play with the video that Ralph and I are going to put together. And so yeah, let me look at some of these comments real quick. Let's see. Hey, Jamal, what's going on, my friend? Keep up the great work. Thank you. And I wanted to also say that, y'all, I put a poll out on a community post before I left for work. Please go check out that post and vote. All right. And if you're not aware of that, the community post is saying, because I've had a mixed bag of opinions about the live music when I go live on Saturday nights, because those streams aren't going to be monetized because I'm playing cover songs. The only way they'll be monetized is if I don't play at all. But anyway, I put a community post up, and there's a poll there, and basically it just, in a nutshell, it says, you know, should I keep the same amount of live music, you know, like the block of time I have for live music currently? Should I keep that? Should I add more music? Should I have less music, or have no music at all? And so it's up to y'all. It's very important that you go and vote and cast your vote. Right now, there's only, when I looked on the way to work, there's only one vote. So I want to know what everybody thinks, you know. Like I said, I've heard both sides, you know, you need to play more music, you know, and make it just all about music. And then somebody will say, man, you're playing too much. And some people saying, you're not playing enough music. Yeah, we want to, and so I don't know. I want people to vote, if you don't mind. And let me know what you think. And we'll go from there. All right, Jamal, thank you, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Dennis Bryan says, I recently got a Katana Mini X, runs on batteries so I can go anywhere. You're a walking concert, my man. Don Morton, I know several players who struggle with pedal board signal path. This pedal before that pedal, etc., and why that works for you, stuff like that, maybe. Yeah, I could definitely show you my pedal boards and how I run the signal. Yeah, I mean, Rico, hey now, from Philly. What's going on, man? From Philly. I thought he was in, did you just get to, I thought he was in Arizona. Justin White, couldn't you just sell the product they let you keep? You could if you wanted, but I don't know. I don't know if there's anything against that or what. But it's just, I mean, yeah, you could. I don't see why you couldn't, but this product that they pitched to me, it wouldn't be worth messing with, man. It was just, and it's a brand name, but it's, man, it's just by the looks of it, I said, that just looks cheap, you know, just by the quality. And I was like, I'm not messing with that, you know, but yeah, you could. And have I done that in the past? Yes, I have. With other products, I have. Rico says, I haven't seen you in a while, Jamal. Yeah, man. Don Morton, don't fall for the idea that you need to spend a fortune for a quality wireless system. That's a myth, in my opinion. Don says, there are plenty of good wireless rigs available at affordable prices. I agree. I agree 100%. Yes, and that's what that video was going to reference when Ralph and I can get the logistics together for that, because without saying too much, it's going to involve a lot of things that we have to put together. But yeah, absolutely, I agree with you, Mr. Morton, big time. Gamer Active, go on Twitch, man. I couldn't do that. Twitch is I think Twitch is more for the younger generation. I'm an older guy, so, and it's I'm not a gamer. I don't mess with that, and it's nothing against gaming. It's just not for me. And Twitch, I've tried that before, and I just don't have time to try other social media platforms. I just don't. I stick with the only social media I'm on is Facebook and YouTube. I used to be on Instagram. I deleted that. Twitter, which is now X, I deleted that. And really, I just can't keep up with all that. I'm always having to be here at work, and I just don't have the time. During the week, I have maybe, after I wake up and get ready for my day, I maybe have 2 hours, maybe, to do something. And 2 hours is not a lot of time to film a video, edit everything, get a thumbnail ready, put it all together, process the video on your phone. Then you have to upload it to YouTube, wait for that to upload and process. If you have a good Wi-Fi and your signal's working good, then at the same time, I'm trying to get ready and get down the road. So to me, doing a live stream like this is, number one, it's a lot easier. Number two, there's no editing. Number three, there's only one camera, which is your phone. And number four, you get to interact with the chat. So I think that's a no-brainer. But do y'all want more of these live drives? I said that in the very beginning. I don't think we had many people on, but do y'all want more of these live drives like this? Or, you know, is that Fredocaster? Hi, Joe. I purchased a Locato. There he is. Wireless, great product. Keep up the great work. I really enjoy your channel. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'm like an old man looking through the bifocal part of my, you know, I'm getting old, man. I'll be hitting 60 not too much longer from now. God, I can't believe I just said that, man. Yes, Locato. Yes, I highly recommend Locato. Yeah. Ian's Guitar Shack. Do what you are doing. That's why I watch you. Play music and respond to chats. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that, man. And if y'all don't mind, please, on any video, this video, any video, please, if you can, give a thumbs up. That's the most powerful thing you can do for any content creator. It's it does more than you may realize. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gamer Active, older people are on there. Yes, I understand. I understand they are. I just like I said, I just don't have time to try to get on another social media platform and learn the ropes of it, which wouldn't be hard, and then try to put content on that. I mean, I know you can multi-stream off of, I use EVMux, and I can multi-stream to different platforms, but I try to multi-stream on my Facebook, and every time I try doing it, something doesn't work right. It says, you need to make your Facebook profile public. I'm like, it is public. What? So I don't have time to troubleshoot a lot of stuff because I don't have the time. So I have to go with what works for me and what is easiest, to maneuver with or around or through, whatever. You know what I mean, man. But yeah, I know what you're saying, gamer. I understand, man. Jamal says, I've been around, man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, he's talking to Rico. Fred Castro says, it's okay, I'll be 63 soon. Yeah, time flies, don't it, man? Don Morton, recently a friend said he couldn't afford to go wireless. I asked, how much do you think you need to spend? I keep having to touch the screen because these comments fade. How much do you think you need to spend to own a good wireless? He replied, $1,500 or more. I'm helping him beat that price. There is no way in the world that you need to spend $1,500 on a good wireless. Well, okay, I will say that if you're in a big, a band, not a big band, but a band that's has a lot of recognition, and you're playing some great venues and stuff, well, of course, you want a good top quality wireless. But for what I do, and when I stream, I'm just in my music room. And the reason some people ask me, so, dude, why do you even use a wireless? I mean, because using a cable, of course, is great. It's the best for the signal path from the guitar to the pedal board. But sooner or later, that cable's gonna get wrapped around my right leg somehow or another. And I just got so sick of that. So now I don't have to deal with that. So to me, it's wireless all the way. And some other people that I've mentioned the Locato wireless systems too, they love it, and it's affordable and it's great quality. It's fantastic. I'm not getting paid to say that, no. Don Morton, it's not difficult to do. Do I work as a mechanic? No. I know it looks like it. No, I don't. No, I work as a truck driver. That's what I do, man. I drive a rig. I've been driving rigs for 30 years now. Long time, probably since before you were born, I'm guessing. Dennis Bryan, I have a great wireless made by Nuix for about $150. Nuix makes great stuff, yes. I use the wireless so much, I don't like cables. That's what happened with me. That's what happened with me, man. I just took a chance because I've had cheap wireless systems before. I can't remember where I got them. It might have been an ad I saw on Facebook or something. And I was like, and they were like, like $80. So I got it. Man, you couldn't get 20 foot, away, and it started breaking up. So I threw them away. And then this place called Temu came to my attention. And I kept hearing mixed reviews about Temu. It was like, man, I don't know, So I started to tinker around with looking on Temu, just window shopping. And then I learned the hard way, if you order from Temu, if you like to do that, and I'm going to tell you, just from my experience, the few things I've ordered from Temu have been fine. It's been great. I haven't had a problem. But it's important to remember, if you do order some guitar accessories from Temu, make sure it says local warehouse. When you're looking at that item, make sure it says local warehouse. That way you'll get it in a couple of days. The cases, my hard shell cases, that's where they come from. They come from Temu. And I used to spend a lot of money on cases, man. I used to spend anywhere from $150 to $250 on cases. Of course, they were branded cases. And what I mean by that, Fender, EVH, Epiphone, and you know, so you're paying for that name. So my cases I get now from Temu, sometimes I'll get the tweed case with the red crushed velvet in it, whatever it's called, you know, inlay or whatever you call it. And then sometimes I'll get black, and it's just that got the dark gray stuff on the inside. And they're fine, man. They're fantastic, and they run about anywhere from $55 to $70, give or take. It just depends on the seller. And I've ordered a lot of cases from there, and I've never had a problem. And basically, they're just in the warehouse. And so I'm eventually phasing out all of my gig bags for hard shell cases, because I want my guitars in a hard shell case, just in case something falls over or something. It's protected. It's going to be protected a lot more than it would be in a gig bag. I mean, a gig bag's fine, but for me, from my experience, there's been times where a gig bag went boom, and then something would fall and it hit the top of that or something. I'm like, oh my God, you know. And sure enough, it put a mark on the guitar, and I was like, well, that just went down in value, you know. That's just my experience. I need to look at this chat real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Newx, I've heard. I actually had a Newx effects processor. I had it for, I don't know, maybe about 6 months. And then I transitioned from that to the Line 6 Pod Express. Is that what it's called? The little Line 6, which I still have. That's a great unit. That's a fantastic unit. My only problem with that Line 6 Pod Express was that it's got the buttons on top for your channels, your patch switching. And when I would go from let's just say patch 1, and I click the patch 2 for a clean sound, I'd step on that foot switch, and sometimes it would switch over and sometimes it wouldn't. So I'll be playing live, like let's say, I'll tell you exactly what song I was doing, Heart for Teacher. And then when it went to the clean, dun, 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 I hit it didn't switch over. It's still distortion. And I was like, I'm sitting there taking my foot and I'm pressing, what the hell? And it was glitching up. Then it would work. And I'm like, I can't rely on that. I need something that's going to work. So I went from the Line 6 Pod Express, I went back to my Zoom G1 Xfour that I've had for years. I put that back into the chain. And then I came into the Tank G, which is made by Playwell. Tank G, $79.99 on Amazon. Fantastic effects processor if you're looking for one. Amazing. I highly recommend the Tank G. I used it for quite a while, and now I'm using the Moore Prime M2 currently that Rico B was so kind to send me, as so kind to do that. And I love that unit. It's to me, it's on the same levels of Tank G, but just a little bit better in quality. And it should be, because it's around $175 for the Moore Prime M2, I think is what it's called. But yeah, it's fantastic. I highly suggest looking into it. Let's see. Let me see here. Stratocaster, I used a wireless so much I don't like cables. Yeah, I got spoiled, man. I use wireless all the time. Don Morton, it's not difficult to find affordable wireless. That's right, it's not. Ecater, I never tried a wireless for a guitar. I always have bad luck with anything wireless, so I typically avoid it. I used to have that bad luck, and I found a wireless that would work and was dependable, and all that bad luck went away. All that bad experience went away. Don Morton, playing guitar for 50 years now, I understand and respect all of the purity of tone arguments from players who prefer a cable. For me, I believe I get a better overall tone from my wireless rig. Yeah, I mean, I think Zach Wild doesn't use a wireless. He uses a cable only. And it's, you know, it's all subjective. I just like the convenience of a wireless. I love it. I love it, man. I can move around and not get tangled up, you know. Don Morton, but I've tweaked it over time too. Yes, same here. Yeah, absolutely. Rico B, hey now. He says to Jamar, I'm new to Joe's channel, so I'm still getting used to the regulars. Oh, thank you, Rico. I'm glad you're here, man. Live to play guitar. Hey man, hi Joe. Have you ever sold a guitar that you regretted? I put up my Kramer for sale, and thankfully it didn't sell. I played it and said to myself, what am I thinking? Man, yeah. Have I done that? Yes, absolutely. I've done that. That's probably happened to me about maybe 5 times. And after those guitars sold, I mean, not all at once, but over a period of time, I sold them. And then a year later, I bought them again. I bought another one from, you know, Sweetwater or Reverb. My first go-to, if I'm really into something, my first go-to is Reverb. Because it's used, and normally you're only going to pay half the price. But I also look at the sellers' reviews and, you know, the feedback they get. That's huge, and you know, so but yeah, I've done that. And there's been times where when I sold a guitar, some time went by and I was like, man, I would buy another one and I'd have it for like a month, and I was like, why did I buy this? What was I doing? Well, why? I didn't need this. So for me, now everybody's different. For me, I think guitar players in general, they're just addicted to buying guitars. And that's me. Guitar acquisition syndrome, or gear acquisition syndrome, whatever you want to call it. I've had that for a long time, and I'm trying my best, keyword trying, not to acquire so many guitars. I sold a lot of guitars earlier this year on my Reverb shop. I was trying to move out the more lower tier guitars, which there's nothing wrong with them. I had them, I fixed them up, upgraded a lot of the stuff, upgraded the trim systems, the stainless steel locking screws, even the long bolts behind the trim system, upgraded those stainless steel. Some of them I put upgraded pickups, and so it made those guitars better overall. I didn't do all of them that way, but a majority of them I did, and sold them. And in January of this year, I did a count. I had 80 guitars. So that ranges from like a $250 guitar up to a $2,000 guitar. All right. So that's how many guitars I had in January. Mid to late January, our heat pump went out, and I was like, oh crap. It was cold. It was, you know, of course, wintertime. We had gotten a couple of bouts of bad weather with some snow. And the big thing here is not necessarily the snow, it's the black ice. That's what's bad here in the wintertime. That's what's so treacherous in this area. And it's bad. So I had to sell some gear and get about $3,800 to pay for the heat pump to get repaired, because it had just came out of the warranty cycle. You know, like, I don't know, maybe a year or two later or something, the warranty had ran out. So it was either sell the gear, pay for that and get it done out of the way, or put it on some kind of credit card and pay for it for God knows how long. So I sold the gear, and it worked. So after we got through that, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to try to sell some more guitars or do something, and just to try to, you know, look, this is going to sound silly, but it just got to where I was like, dude, I don't need this many guitars anymore. I mean, it would get to it was so bad for me. I'd go to GC, or I'd get on Reverb or Sweetwater or something. I'd be like, yeah, man. Oh, I like that. You know, click, buy. Show up at my door a few days later. My wife's pissed off. You know, what the hell you got? What do you need all these for? Y'all know what I'm saying. I mean, if you're married, and I think we had that conversation in a live stream the week before this one from last night. And I'm just, my wife's cool, man. She's a godsend, but we've had our back and forth with gear coming to the house, and I started to sell a lot of stuff, and then I don't know what happened. It just got to where I think she just is like, okay, that's just who he is, and thank God, because she's a wonderful woman, and I'll do anything for her, and she knows that. And but I had it bad, man, for a while, so I was like, I need to cut down on the amount of guitars I have, and what I have left, I'm going to try my best to make them where the quality's decent. It's not going to be, oh man, this guitar is $5,000. No, it's just going to be better than what I had. So I went from 80 guitars. I did have, let's see, I went down from 80 and it went to 63. And I think now it's about between 55 and 58 is what I have now, which is still a lot. I mean, but eventually I'll probably whittle that down. Maybe it might whittle it down to about 25 or something. I don't know, but it's just going to be the ones that I feel are the best out of that group that I have. And I just had way too many, man. And there was a few that, there was a few that I sold. There was a few I gave away, and there was a bunch that I sold on Reverb. So the ones I had given away, it wasn't going to be worth the trouble of putting it on Reverb and dealing with the percentage that they get. You'd be better going to Guitar Center, and if you want to take the drive out there and say, look, I got these 3 Jacksons. I bought them from here 4 years ago. I paid $350. You'll be lucky to get $100 out of it. So to me, that's just not worth it. So I would rather gift those guitars to somebody who doesn't have a guitar and it can't afford one. So that's what I did. I gave some guitars away to people that really wanted a guitar, but they were in a position where they couldn't buy one. I said, here, would you like this one? And it had an upgraded trim on it, had a Godot trim, had upgraded stainless steel script. It had nice upgrades. I gave it to them with the hard shell case and a strap. And the look on their face, that's just, you can't replace that with anything. That means more than money. That means more than anything. Because it was an act of kindness, and they were like, oh my God, and it's so nice to see somebody happy and to give them that. And I did that quite a few times, and some people told me I was crazy. What are you doing, man? And I'm like, hey man, it's my decision. So anyway, I gotta look at some of these comments real quick. Let's see. WJOE is on the air. Don Morton, yeah. Okay, we're going to get caught up now. Rico B, I just voted. Thanks for letting us know that you had a poll question up there. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's a poll I put up there on the community post earlier. Please, if you have time, feel free to check that out and make your vote. Cast your vote. It's very important for this channel. Rico B, Joe, yeah, I'm just passing through Philly, headed to Europe. Oh, to pick up your daughter. She's finishing up a study abroad program. Well, man, be careful and safe travels for your daughter, man, and you and your family. That's amazing. Demonetize. Where you going, Joe? I'm getting ready to get in one of these trucks and head down to the coast. I just hope that, I don't know if we dodged a bullet yet or not. I hope we avoid this storm. Don Morton, I don't know why, but I'm more addicted to buying amplifiers than guitars, vintage amps, new amps, tube amps, solid state amps. It's all about tone, how they sound, and how or where I'll use them. Hey, I get it, man. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm kind of getting into that realm a little bit, not a lot, but I'm kind of getting there, and more details to come as they develop on that. That's something that's a little bit down the road that I'm like, I like to get this certain amp with this certain cabinet. I got ideas, man. I got ideas for content on here that I think it would be fun, but we just have to take it day by day, because I can't do everything at once. I got to work, and I don't want to overload everything and then just crash and burn, right? So we just have to take a little bit at a time here. Y'all just stick with me, man, if you can. Don Morton, my wife, is cool with getting gear. She's great. Takes up a couple of rooms in her house, though. Yeah, it accumulates quick. My spare back room, I call it the warehouse. You take 2 steps through that doorway, your feet are hitting guitar cases. It's a lot. That's why I'm saying I gotta start, I gotta start whittling that stuff down. Here comes another driver coming into work. He's probably looking at me like, are you still sitting here? Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, it does take up a lot of room. It does. Gear does. Live to play guitar. 3 is my limit, and I'm happy with them. My newest Les Paul Standard 50s Ebony, the 2024. Yeah, man. That's awesome. Just 3 guitars. That is discipline right there. Don says, Rico, have safe travels. BCG 5150 guitars. He goes, hey, Joe. Hey, man, thank you for being here. Oh, Rico's passing through your old neck of the woods there. Okay. Don Morton, kindness stuns lots of people, but it's the right thing every time. Good of you to do that, Joe. Thank you, man. Yeah, I just I don't know, man. I saw a couple people that couldn't get one, and a guitar, and I said, would you like this one? And they kind of looked at me like I was like, what? Is this a trick? Or are they in the old school? Am I being punked? I was like, no, man. This is legit, But thank you, Mr. Morton. Bo, hey Bo, is there a dramatic difference between a Princeton 65 RI and a 65 Deluxe? Anybody know? Yeah, somebody can hopefully answer that, because I do not know. I really don't. Bo, you're getting some amps too, you and Don? Okay, that's awesome, man. Rico's, Joe, your outro song today should be Working Man. Yeah, we're at work. BCG 5150 guitars, how's everyone tonight? Hello, yes, I hope everybody's doing well. The weather is nice today. Seems like a nice place. It's nice right now, but it looks like over this way, it looks like the bottom's going to fall out. So I don't know. I might get ready to jet out of here in just a second. Mr. Don Morton, CEO of Morton Salt. I know the Deluxe Reverb is Fender's most popular combo amp of all time, for what it's worth. That's interesting. BCG 5150 guitars. It was in the late 80s, Rico. Not no more, brother. Danger. Oh, the Territory. Yeah, there's a lot of areas of, especially where I grew up, it's nothing like it was. It's gotten bad. It's gotten bad. It really has. Let's see. Live to play guitar, Joe. I use the SV20 Baby Plexi. It's killer. Really? Am I reading that right? SV20. That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. BCG 51. That's why I moved to Florida. You went down south, man. He said, I'm going down south. The heck with all this. Yeah. Thankfully, we live out in the country. I love being out in the country, man. For me personally, I love the country. I was born and raised in the city of Charlotte. Well, it was in Mecklenburg County, so we weren't right in the middle of the city. I was raised in the suburbs, and like I said, when I was young, it was nice. And you know, years and years went by, and it started to just get bad, and the neighborhood started to slip. You know, and my parents, my dad retired in 2000 when he was living. He retired in 2001. They moved up to a campground in a little town called Mocksville, 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 North Carolina. And that's the campground that I did a video about earlier on this channel, well, sometime back, that I pretty much spent a lot of my youth there. We went every weekend, every vacation, you know. When I was probably from 10 years of age up, and I seen that campground slowly kind of turn. It's still okay now. They finally put some money into it to kind of keep it. It's almost like when you get there, it's almost, for me, it's almost like a time capsule, because it's like it's frozen in time. Everything, for the most part, is still the same the way it was back in 1987. That's kind of, you just don't see that. So, but I had a lot of great memories at that campground when I was growing. A lot of great. It was fantastic. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. If you go back on this channel a little ways, you'll see, you can watch that video if you want. It was good, man. It was good, but things change, man. Times change. And, you know, you have to move on with your life. So that's just how it goes. He goes, yeah, I'm in St. Petersburg. I can't even talk. BCG 5150, you're in St. Petersburg. I hear you. Live to play guitar, Marshall Studio, vintage 20 watt. Nice, nice. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Mr. Don Morton, most studios will have a Fender Deluxe Reverb for several in their arsenal. But many of our favorite rock hits were recorded using a cranked Fender Princeton. They have a great tone when pushed. BCG 5150 guitars. Some parts of Florida is like about 10 years behind. Yeah, my wife is from Florida. She's from a town called Bradenton, Florida. She was born and raised there. I think that's like 45 miles south of Tampa. And we got married on the beach, Bradenton. I think it was it Bradenton Beach, or I think that's what it was. And see, where I go to a lot to deliver is Myrtle Beach. Now, I went to Myrtle Beach a lot growing up, since I was in diapers, and all the way a lot, you know. So it was back and forth from Myrtle Beach to the campground in North Carolina, and then Myrtle Beach, and then it started being more the campground because I got burnt out on going to the beach so many times. And now I deliver there every night, so it's like everything has come full circle to a degree. It's like I was just a little toddler in diapers. I can see my mom and dad's old photo albums. There I am. They're holding me on the beach, you know, and there I am, and little Joe, you know, in diapers, and when I first went to Bradenton, Florida with my wife, for the first time, went down there, and the beach down there was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. It was just incredible. It was just amazing. The sand was just white as it could be, and the water was as clear as it could be. And to me, I know this might sound silly, but when I go into the water and I can see my feet, that's cool. You won't see me going into a lake or anything like that. I mean, I have in my life, but if I can't see down there, you know, I don't know. What if you're going to step on a snake or something? You know, I just don't want to deal with that. So Bradenton Beach was gorgeous. It was beautiful. The only problem is, and I was really tan when we went the first time. I was really, really tan, and, you know, I was, you know, in better shape. And my wife was like, you better be careful, because you'll get burned up down here. I was like, come on, man. Look, you kidding me? Yeah. Idiot. I'm an idiot, because you're down south. It's warmer and the sun is stronger. And yeah, I got sunburn, and I spent 2 days of that vacation inside in the bed. I couldn't hardly move. I got burned up. So learned my lesson. So Florida sun don't play, man. But it was, the Bradenton Beach was beautiful, man. And we got married on that beach a year later. And it was like something out of a movie. I mean, it was crazy. Slim Fire 54. Hey Joe, found your live stream. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, man. I'm getting ready to get out of here and get to work. I've been live for over an hour. Golly. BCG 5150 guitars. She was across the bridge from me. Yes, my wife, where she lived in Bradenton. Yeah. Don Morton, live to play guitar. Agreed. Marshall Studio 21 is a great amp. Nice. Okay, all right, guys, I need to go, man. Wow, thank y'all so much. If you want more of these live streams during the week, leave a comment, let me know. I think it's a good way to still stay connected to the audience. Please let me know that. I would, I can do them. It's cool, man. I enjoy it. Bo says, I have a 65 Deluxe reissue Blues Junior Hot Rod Deluxe bass break. Good Lord. Man, you got some stuff there, Bo. I hear you, man. We have a saying where the water temperature is the same as the air. Yes. Live to play guitar. Hey, Joe, have you ever tried Dava Control Green Pick? No, I have not. No, that's interesting. I have not, sir. Fredicaster, have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Be safe. BCG says 5150 guitars. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yes. Dave Campbell. Hey Joe, have a good rest of the day. I like the videos, even though I just tuned in. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to get out of here, man. I like the jam outs, Joe. Yeah, please go to the community post that I did earlier and vote. Okay, it's up to y'all. Please go and vote. So it's we'll see what the vote says. We still got another week before the next live show. The Saturday evening show, right? Okay, guys, I've got to go, or I'm gonna get a phone call. I gotta get out of here. Thank you, everybody that tuned in to the live stream, and thank you for commenting. And please give us a thumbs up if you can. We will see you next time around. Thank you. God bless. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I got to get in this truck, and I got to go put some miles down so I can make some money. See you next time. Bye-bye.